And the short answer is there is no such thing. It entirely depends upon what is the goal and the occupation of the person involved. For example, there used to be an old chart that the Soviet Union had put up in 1977-78, which is still considered the standard for weightlifting. So someone who is 6'2", for example, should aim for a body weight of 115 to 120 kgs in order to be competitive internationally as a weightlifter. For powerlifting, this figure is about 10 to 15 kgs higher. For a strongman, this figure would be around 40 or 50 kgs higher. So for example, someone who's 6'2" would easily be 150 to 160 kgs in international strongman. But for example, if you're talking about physique or bodybuilding, then I would actually reduce this figure by 10 kgs in order to account for a lower body fat percentage. And for the purposes of athletics or strength athletics like 100 meters or shot put, you can reduce the weight by another 10 kgs further. So for example, someone who's 6'2" would find their ideal weight to be somewhere around 95 to 100 kgs for the discus throw or for the 100-meter sprint. For any other purpose, such as playing football or just generally being active, it is probably better to shoot for a BMI of around 22 to 23, which I think for 6'2" would come to somewhere around 85 to 90 kgs. In the army, in the Indian army, as my height is exactly 6'2", and in order to pass medical, I was required to weigh at around 73, which is a very low BMI, but again, for some purposes can be considered appropriate, especially because army training was generally based on endurance work. So again, there is really no one way to answer this question other than to compare to what goal you have.